Good morning. What up, Wednesday? I haven't done one of these in a long time, and I think some of the first ones I did were in 2020. Oh my God. And I want to share with you today. This was inspired because a client I worked with for a period of almost 2 years told me that stuff I said in What Up Wednesday is actually what catalyzed her into action. So I was like, you know what? Maybe it's time to do it again. And I wanted to talk about being in difficult moments as you grow, being in challenges. Oh, and I just did a session with a client that if it looks like I've been crying, it's because I have, because it was so beautiful to watch what she went through. But I'm going to save that for another What Up Wednesday, because it's such an important message if you do deal with difficulty around money. There's so much healing possible for us, no matter what your situation is around being resourced. But the thing I want to talk about today is what being in difficult moments. And this is from some work I did with another client not too long ago, where she hit a moment where things. Hi, Patrick. Hi, Nia. You two should know each other. Check each other out. She had a moment where things started to feel like they were falling apart. And just side note, I do feel like this is a fantastic manual for dance, because we are always learning how to stand on unstable ground. I love you too, Nia. Thank you. God, we need to see each other. Learning how to stand on unstable ground. So this particular person is incredible that I was working with, and just like put together to the nines. And there was this moment where this person allowed herself to, I love that you two are connecting here. This is divine. There was a moment when this person allowed herself to remove the masks, remove everything that she thought was holding her together. And then grace came through. And I think I doubt there are many people on this planet who do not have the experience of creating some kind of false support system, some fear-based support system to survive. Right? Like, I'm always going to be happy because then I know people like me, which, comes from I'm always going to be happy because then I know my parents will approve of me, or whoever raised me. And there's some moment when grace, the divine God, is going to test you. To find out what is really true. And I find this was my own path, and I see this for my clients, when there's something that we are called to, Patrick, that is bigger than us. There's something that we're called to that is bigger than where we are now. Stuff is going to fall apart. It has to. It's totally logical, because there's a structure that is in place mentally, emotionally, even spiritually. And it can't support the next stage. So there is a crumbling. And just like, I'd be curious to know what your examples are in nature, because this is happening in nature all the time. Right? Like the thing is crumbling to let something new be birthed. We're part of nature. We have this as well. So I took a note here. I said, growth will tear down the very thing that is falsely protecting you, the mask or the fear-based ego. Falsely protecting you. And we do that dance of surrendering. What is it that is waiting to catch you? But we believe we won't we believe we won't be caught. That's false. And if you're listening to me, I imagine you've probably listened to plenty of teachers who talk about growth, and they say it's hard. Because on some level, it is. It is. And it's here for us. We are called into it. We are called into it because it lets us be more alive. It lets us be more alive. It lets us be more present. It lets us be more loving. But there is a price to pay. There is a threshold to walk through. There is a portal. So I was so excited for this particular client I was working with, because on the surface, it's like, oh my God, everything's falling apart. But I was like, oh my God, she is building the fortitude to hold this vision. She is becoming the person who can hold this vision. And it was not comfortable. I think I had even said that to her the week prior or something. I was like, it's going to be uncomfortable. And she embraced it. And it was like, lo and behold, did it show up? And lo and behold, is the magic, the grace is now starting to flow through. And it takes a level of focus. I think it takes total support, right? Like, I know for myself, for this person, I know for people as they take these steps to be supported, there is some part of themselves that is saying, I am worth this. I am worth this. I am going to make this choice and allow my time, my resources, my money, my energy to flow in this direction. So I just want to share this message so you can allow yourself to be supported, and you can allow yourself to be curious rather than run away from the places of discomfort, because that is where the magic is. But we haven't learned how to navigate through it. What we have learned is how to run away from it at times, how to build a mask around it, how to pretend things are okay, how to create something because we feel like we're less than. So the discomfort is the portal. And I ask my clients at times, but they're guided to it. I don't tell them what to do, but to look at, to explore, where is the challenge that is calling you forward? Where is the place where, things will fall apart. And it's so crucial to have wonderful mindset to carry you through that. It's so crucial to build the capacity within your body. Side note, I am going to be doing a movement series next month where we will be doing that. To build the capacity in an embodied capacity, like rehearsal. This is what I do in my monthly program too. Embodied capacity to be ready for that challenge. All you need is the readiness. You just need the readiness, and then let God and grace carry you through the portal and your support team. Thanks, Nia. Yes, discomfort is the portal. Patrick, something must die for something to live. There's truth in that history. These people weren't making the shenanigans up. They were talking the truth. We don't, it's all here for us. And there's lightness, right? There can be lightness in this journey. And this, I just shared, if you were here in the beginning, I just shared I was with someone doing work, and we were just tearing up. There were so many tears. And I think there's this misconception that I did say, I'm not going to lie, you heard me. I did say the work is hard, but it doesn't have to be heavy. There can be a lightness in that. And actually, this is coming to me now. I think what allows us to dance through that as well is creativity. Right? Like artists come in and they introduce to us a new way of being, of seeing, of perceiving the world. And it may not make sense. I love that about art. I was talking to my young students last night who I'm making a dance on. I was like, Don't you love it when something doesn't make sense? Because then you know you are also again on that threshold of new understanding. So, what are we gathering from today? How to be in the difficult moments as you grow. There can be a lightness in this. And that temporary discomfort is the portal when things seem like they are falling apart. And I'm going to share, figure this out. I'm holding my phone with one hand. I'm going to share just something because I think it's so beautiful from Be Love Now, Ram Dass. Oh, on a chapter whoops, there goes another book. A chapter on reincarnations. But I feel like there's something here that is just listen. Talking about realized beings. A realized being is so completely in the present moment that every time a thought appears, there is creation, preservation, and destruction of the entire universe. A realized being is so completely in the present moment that every time a thought appears, there's creation, preservation, and the destruction of the entire universe. That's a big quote. That's a big quote. Like, even as I read it now, I'm like, oh my God, everything in there. But I guess there's so many ways to look at it, and you could spend a year with this. But I think for today, just maybe that's happening for us all the time. Creation, preservation, and destruction. Ooh. Within our own beings. And I feel like when we learn how to embrace this within ourselves, it is beautiful, isn't it, Patrick? Oof. When we learn to embrace this within ourselves, we become embodied experiencers, embodied carriers of whatever this next level of awareness is. We carry it into the world in a different way. We usher it because we are brave enough to feel it within ourselves, within our very own lives, and to let go of the masks that keep us from that truth. Totally have Rudolph nose and teary eyes again. It's a teary morning. But it's devotion. It's the humility of all that is here for us. I'm not even going to try to talk about it anymore. Let's just be with it. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing your tears, whoever is sharing those tears. If you can comment that it's you listening on Instagram. Thanks, Patrick and Nia, for joining me on Facebook here. Wow. Yeah. We all have we're all here to share in our unique understandings and keep creating this world consciously to be even more beautiful. Stay in touch. Let me know your thoughts. Here's the book that I just read from Be Love Now, Ram Dass. It's beautiful. I cry reading this book at night. It's so beautiful. If there's anything I can do to support you, be in touch. And make sure you're signed up for my email list because I am going to be doing a movement series in October. I would love for you to join. All right. Peace out, everybody. Have the most fantastic day. I love you too, Nia. I love you all. Wow. Okay. Bye.